Good morning, and how are we doing? Thought I'd do something a little bit different and do a how-to, because I've been asked this question a few times, and while I'm doing it, why not actually show? As you see in the title of the video, doing some door locks, because these ones are a bit chewed up. I have been asked this question a few times, and I thought why not do a little video on it. But if you're not aware of the channel, this is what we do. We do specialise in the T4s. So if you want to see anything else about T4s and what we do around here, go give the channel a little sub and have a little look. As you can see on this, the door locks are a little bit chewed up. So we're going to change the barrels. You can buy a nice set of new barrels and then go around, because quite a lot of these T4s have one key that does every single door. So what we're going to do is we're going to change these. And while I'm doing it, why not film? So, nice big screwdriver. You've got these 3 bolts, that's for the door mech. And you've got these 2, that is actually for the handle. So, take them out. Once you got them out, whole handle comes out. Thought I'd actually try you over here. Hopefully this goes well. But you don't actually need a vice, you can do it without, since I have the luxury of being able to use one. So when the barrels come, they do come with this sleeve on them. Before you take that sleeve off, please make sure you put the key in. When you take that sleeve off, all the pins will just fire out if you don't leave the key in. So make sure you leave the key in the barrel before you take that sleeve off. So get your door handle. I always wrap it up in a cloth just because it's going in a vice, but personal preference. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to see, but there is like a tiny little pin just there. What you want to do is knock that pin out, and then you'll be able to actually get the barrel out. Then all I use, you're probably not going to be able to see this too well, is a tiny little thin drill bit. Put that in the pin and knock it out. That is the little pin. Just yeah, beware that that will probably come firing out, so keep that safe. Very important. Then you take this piece off the back. That's the bit that actually goes into the door mech and does the locky bits. It's also got a keyway on it, so it only goes back on one way. And if you look on the back of the lock, that is also so make sure you put the lock in the right way. We'll get there in a minute. You might be able to see, yeah, you can see there's a spring just in there. When you take this lock out, that might try and come out. If you can keep it in, happy days. If not, don't worry, you can get it back in. Put the original key back in just to make sure the pins don't go firing, and then just give it a little push. And out she comes. There you go, you can see that spring's actually come out, so I have to put that back in a minute. Then get your new door lock, take the little plastic cover off of it, and then you can put that in the door lock, making sure that the flat bit faces down. Then once it's in and it moves quite freely, go around the back, and you got the fun job of trying to fit this spring again. Well, apparently my camera just died, but once you've got it all back together again, and the spring is where it needs to be, you can then put this back in. Then you get to put that little pin back in, which is always a little fun, finicky little job. Just like that, pins back in. Ta-da! So there's that one done. So we've gone from, also, that's why you want to put the key in, because all these little pins, there you go, they've just all fell out the other side. But we've gone from that door lock to that one. And back to the van. Put that back in, bang the screws back in there, and then once that's all in, close the door, make sure it opens again, and then that is that one done. The passenger side one will be exactly the same, obviously just the other way around. But the sliding door one is a different story. That you'll have to go around the back and you'll have to undo the screws that hold this back panel on so that you can actually get access to behind it. Because to get that off, you've got to go behind it to get it. Once you go through the back, that's what you see. So you're going to need to disconnect this rod, the rod for the lock, and then you can start undoing the bolts, and then you can actually get to the handle, which is back here. So just be gentle with it because these little white clips are very delicate. Then once you've got access here, after removing that piece, you can undo this screw, but be careful because once you've undone it, that black rod underneath the screw will drop down into the door and you'll have fun. There you go, that's the piece you want to remove. And then the actual door handle is completely removed. Then you can look at getting that out. And then this one is pretty much exact same as the other one we just done. The only difference is it's just this one piece here, and there's the pin that you need to remove. Take that piece off, and there'll be, you can probably just about see it, there's a spring underneath. So it's exactly the same as one before. Well, as you've seen, I just had to drill that out because that is supposed to, there you go, that is supposed to be stuck up just a little bit, and unfortunately the one I had was buried in there and I couldn't get it out. So when you put it back in, just leave a little tiny bit sticking out, because if you ever need to do it again, you've got something to pull on, because as you can see it does go all the way through. But if I try and show you on the spare one we've got, there's nowhere really for the pin to go into. If you are lucky, if you hammer it all the way through, it might just about clear the barrel, or that part of the barrel, and then get stuck in there, and then you can pull it out. But sometimes they just get stuck in there, and you can't get them back out again, so you may have to drill them out. Just a little tip. But there's that one done. Go fit that back in the van, which is a complete reverse of what we just done. Just making sure when you put this bit back in, keep a hold of it, because it does like to fall down inside the door. And there we go. So that's all completely back together again. And if you turn the key, it completely locks and unlocks and opens and closes. So there's that done. This is a driver's side sliding door. The passenger sliding door is exactly the same, which is what I'm about to do right now, but that is the exact same as this side. So put that back on, put the screws in. So there we go, there is that done. But as you can see, this is all we work on is T4s. So if you want to see anything else T4 related, think about giving us a little subscribe. Or if you'd like to see how the motorhome's coming along, this was a complete motorhome which we have taken back to complete bare shell and starting again. Or even the VR6 that we've got that we converted and turned into a base van. Or anything else T4 related. As you can see, we are surrounded by them. Anyway, that is everything done. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please think about giving us a massive thumbs up. Until the next video, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for putting up with our dumbass, and as always, take it easy.